Hi, everybody. So this is about, in my Facebook group, there was an article posted about a woman who said that her husband puts her on a pedestal and they had to learn that he shouldn't do that in order for their marriage to improve. And some people didn't understand why. So I want to talk about why really briefly. I have a podcast about this too. Why not to put your partner on a pedestal? And the reason is because that's not really knowing your partner. They can't really be a real person. They can't be vulnerable with you if you're putting them on a pedestal. That's why I have my podcast episode, like, why not to marry the person that thinks you're flawless and perfect? Because you're not. And when they realize that, they're going to be pretty disappointed, even if you're not the one who told it to them to begin with. People that engage in black and white thinking, which is what it's like to put a partner on a pedestal, they're not really engaging with the areas of gray that are most things in the world. So they're not comfortable with thinking of you as less than perfect. So they're not going to really accommodate it when they see it. And then you are going to feel not very well known and like it's kind of a fake relationship. Also thinking that somebody lives and dies based on your mood is really not a positive thing. That's a lot of pressure. So a lot of women in this situation feel like if they're just having a bad day or a bad mood, or like, especially if their sex drive drops in monogamy, or because their period is coming, or because it's menopause or perimenopause or anything, the guy takes it like so personally, like every single thing. If she likes him too, enough or not enough, or if she said this or that, or she smiled or she laughed at his joke or whatever, it's basically preoccupied attachment people that put their partner on a pedestal, and it's smothering, and it doesn't feel like it has to really do with who you really are, and it's a lot of pressure. So if you think, oh wow, that sounds great, like I wish somebody cared that much about my every mood, think about it differently. Think about it with a child. So if you're a parent, yeah, you love your child so much, right? But what if you follow them around all the time saying, you're so perfect, you're so wonderful, I love you so much. If you're in a good mood, I'm going to be happy. But if you're in a bad mood, I'm going to be sad because you are the center of my world. And if you tell me you love me, I'm going to jump up and down. But if you ever tell me you hate me, it'll ruin my life. Everybody knows that shit is crazy, right? And that would make your child like so anxious and want to get the hell away from you later in life. In a best case scenario, in a worst case, they just stay in that enmeshed situation and never get married because they already have a spouse and it's you. So everybody knows like that's bad for a kid. So why wouldn't it be bad for a grown-up? Of course it would. It's bad for anybody to be the over focus, the sole focus, the reason that another person gets up and goes to sleep, So, you got to think about it always in terms of like, would you really want the thing that you say that you want? Because nobody really wants a preoccupied attachment partner. Sure, people want a securely attached partner, somebody who loves you very much and prioritizes you, but not somebody that's always constantly vigilant for like any sign that you're upset so they can fix it really quick, because God forbid you should have a mood or a feeling that they don't take personally. Nobody wants that, So if that is what you are doing, if you are idealizing a mate and making their moods and their choices and their decisions and their sex drive and their desire to hang out and just every single thing about you, and you can't be happy unless they are like so into you in a way that really wouldn't be normal or realistic, so then necessitates faking on their part, faking of all kinds probably, then you got to really interrogate that, right? And is that really the relationship you want? It's not for most people. Most people want something more reciprocal and genuine. At least they know they do, but they're stuck in these toxic patterns of pursuit. So if it sounds like you, then you're in a pursuer distancer relationship, and you may not be giving your partner that royal treatment. That's what they called it in the article that made the woman so uncomfortable. And again, this was about an article shared in my Facebook group, so you should join my Facebook group. You could go to the blue subscribe button on the main page. But that royal treatment makes people feel pretty uncomfortable, at least after the honeymoon stage. And kind of makes you feel like you don't really know who that person is talking about because you don't feel perfect, And ironically, the only people that will really accept this are the true narcissists. They are the only people that will never interrogate the royal treatment because that is what they think they deserve. And you don't want a narcissist. There aren't a lot of them out there, as I frequently discuss, but you don't want to find the few ones that there are. All right. Hope you found this useful. Join my Facebook group. Talk to y'all soon. Have a great day. Bye.